What's up YouTube? My name is Byrdman778 and welcome to one of our first Back 4 Blood videos. Today I'm going to give you some tips on what you need to do to really efficiently start in your Back 4 Blood runs. Now, before we get into this video, I'll let you know, follow me over on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at Byrdman778. I'm streaming every single day starting at noon Eastern Standard Time, so stop and by, show some love, respect, and all that fun stuff. Now, let's hop right into the video. Now, one of the first things to keep in mind is your card system. The card system is going to be essentially that those boosts and perks that you're going to be getting throughout the levels so that you're able to maybe do a little bit more melee damage, have more stamina, extra ammo, more efficiency on weak spots, and stuff like that. That essentially is going to elevate your runs. Know that there's a difference, though, in the decks that you're going to create. There are going to be solo decks and then campaign decks. Solo decks are going to be completely open from the get-go. You'll have every card available at that time, so you can play around, try different things, see what you want to do for your runs. Since essentially you're not going to be playing with anybody, you're not going to be affecting their runs, so they were really nice and gave us this whole deck to use. Now, with the campaign decks, this is going to be those co-op focused decks for you at that time, which you're going to have to get those supply points to then unlock these cards. We'll talk about those supply crates and all that stuff here in a second, but do know these are going to be a lot more limited from the get-go. You're going to have to unlock stuff to get these, but as you progress through, you are going to get the same things you're going to be getting in the solo. So sometimes it might be cool just to do a solo run real quick with the bots on the easiest difficulty, just test out what is going to feel right at that time, and then over time start focusing on what you want to unlock in those supply runs. Speaking of those supply points and the supply lines, these are going to be unlockable, essentially just like threads right here where you have to use the supply points to unlock things. You'll get things such as cards, emblems, different sprays to use, camos for the guns, stuff like that that essentially add to the cosmetic part of your game. But again, it will unlock those cards for those campaign decks. Now, a lot of these will have things focused in kind of the same area, so make sure before you start unlocking into something, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into so that you can kind of refocus and know, okay, well, I want something that might have extra team bonuses, so I want to go into that. This has more bullet penetration, something like that. Just go into things that are going to benefit you the most. The next thing we want to talk about is our stamina bar. Now, as I run right here, you're going to see this little bar kind of start losing power as I'm running around. That is going to be your stamina bar. That is essentially affected by you sprinting around using your melee. So if I use my melee currently right now, punching, it will start going down. Even if I'm using a handheld thing such as like a bat or axe, anything like that, my stamina bar will go down. This is where focusing into things like those cards are going to be really applicable so that you're able to get yourself more stamina and be able to go through waves of zombies much faster. The next thing would be selecting your character, picking the best one for you, and know that each character kind of has their own special ability that will kind of set them apart from the rest of the characters. So someone like Evangelo, Evangelo can quickly break out of grabs once every 60 seconds. He gets stamina regen, and also he gets his own team effect that helps everyone, getting an extra 5% movement speed. Someone like Walker, 20% accuracy for 5 seconds off precision kills with 10% more damage and team health. Stuff like that is going to be really helpful across the board for you and your teammates, so they're able to push into better runs on those maybe like veteran or higher difficulties. Now, if I had to give you a quick tip on who you need to start going for after you do the first part of Act 1, I would say someone like Doc, Jim, Carly, and even just from the base level, Holly are all great characters to go into. I really like using Holly because she gives you that plus 25 stamina for the team, and also the fact that she recovers 10 stamina every time she kills a written. It's super awesome. Doc is a really great one as well. Doc can heal a teammate for 25 health once per level for free, so you don't need to have a health pack, anything like that. It's literally just walk up to a character and heal them, and that can be in the safe room, that can be at the end of the level, that can be in the middle level. It doesn't matter. You'll be able to heal her up. She also has plus 20% healing efficiency and also 25 team trauma resistance. Now, we're going to talk about the healing efficiency and trauma here in a second, but know that those are really important, and Doc really helps out with that. Jim, we'll talk about him real quick and the weak point in regards to that. First off, precision kills grant Jim 2.5 stacking damage until he takes damage. That goes up to 50%, so 10 times. It's really great all around. I really enjoy using this. He's got extra aim down sight speed and plus 10% weak point damage. The weak point, weak spot damage, that essentially is going to be those glowing sacks on some of those mutated enemies, the bigger ones, where they're going to be able to take way more damage. Now, having that across the board for your entire team is really awesome, and you should absolutely go into it. Now, real quick, let's talk about healing efficiency and trauma. Now, the healing efficiency is obviously going to be the higher of that you have, the better healing you're going to do for yourself and your teammates as well. So when you're in the middle of a fight, if you just have like regular bandages, something like that, and you have no healing efficiency at that point, it will do its base value to heal you. But as you raise that, it's going to raise that higher and higher, making it overall better for you as well. Now, trauma resistance and trauma itself is essentially going to be that health that you are unable to receive back no matter what during that level. Doesn't matter if you heal yourself up all the way, there's going to be a certain amount of health that you just aren't unable to go to. So stacking into maybe some trauma resistance, whether it's in the cards or specific characters, is going to be really key just to make sure that you're able to stay at your highest health all the time, no matter what. Going into things, again, such as bandages, pain meds, the health pack as well, are always going to be really efficient. There will be healing spots around the maps as well that will heal you for regular health and trauma health as well. So make sure you're just constantly checking your corners and going through those. If I had to give one more tip, I would just say make sure you're checking around the map. Look around, try to find things that are in those nooks and crannies, whether it's going to be copper. There's going to be random perks that you're going to be able to pick up around the map. You can pick up different attachments for weapons as well to help boost those up. So again, just being a scavenger, a looter around is going to be really key. But at the same time, make sure you're being careful that you aren't going too far off course from your teammates at that time, just because you don't want a certain Ridden to come up to you, grab you, or knock you down, and then just constantly lose health or even die all around. This video, guys, hope you enjoy these tips and tricks before you get started. I'm so excited to see everyone playing Back 4 Blood here soon. I've had it for early access for about 4 days now, so it's been an absolute blast. I am so excited that we're gonna have a lot more players in here. Know that it is free on Xbox Game Pass. I mean, technically not free, you gotta pay for Xbox Game Pass, but it is available on Xbox, so check that out as well. Find me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Byrdman778. I'm gonna be doing some viewer runs and stuff like that, and as well we're gonna be doing builds, so be on the lookout for those coming up here soon. But regardless, I hope you guys have a great night, day, or whatever it may be.